Hello everybody, this is your captain speaking. So today we will be on infinite flight sim. Yeah, it's a beautiful dimension today. We're not going to be doing aerofly today. No problems at all. I still like aerofly when it comes to mobile flight simming. Aerofly is the best. But you know, sometimes let's try to switch it up and still stay on top as the best flight simmer on YouTube.
Stop the cap.
The thing is, for me, I just like to go from one sim to the other because it's really hard to do. Not a lot of people do that. Here on this channel, I've done MSFS, Aerofly, RFX. Today, let's do Infinite Flight Sim again. It's not my first ever video on Infinite Flight Sim. It's just another one. It's not even the second or the third. Just another one. Okay, so we'll come to the weight. Let's reduce our fuel tanks to about... Let's hold on to 5 hours. I would like to go max on passengers though, so let's go a little lower. Now I'm going to say, let's say 3 hours. For passengers is completely maxed out. Let's just do 170 for passengers. You know what? We can actually do 190 for passengers. So let's do 190. 189 is fine. All right, so that being said, we can bring on all the ground crew. Did I just do all my passenger check without bringing on all the ground crew? Okay, so we'll come here, main batteries come on, APU comes on as well, and start APU. Okay, so we'll come down to lights. Let's bring on one light is supposed to come on, but if we bring on ground and beacon light now, it takes away all the ground whatever. So let's do nav lights. Right, I don't think nav light would do that to us. Yeah, so nav light allows for all of this to apply. I hope one day these guys, a flight sim other than RFS, will get passengers for us. Seatbelt sign comes on, no smoking sign comes on. Okay, what next? Our flight plan. So we're going to Princess Juliana, guys. Yeah, that is TNCM, I believe. So this will be our first waypoint. We're going from wherever this is, MDPC, to Princess Juliana. Yeah, so let's type that in here. TNCM, right? That's the ICAO code for Princess Juliana. Honestly, the destination is more important for the departure for me. So I'm going to click here and here and here. So somewhere here, right? Okay, so from there I'm going to then click here. There are no what do you call it? There are no ILS for Princess Juliana, so that's just bad. All right, so one more thing to do for our flight plan, then we should be on our way.
Okay, I'm tracking with you. What's next?
So since Princess Juliana is very close down to the sea, we're going to just say 1,000 feet here. 1,000 feet here. Here we're going to say, let's say 2,500. No, let's say 2,000 actually. Let's say 2,000 here, and up here let's say 3,500 here. 3,500, right? And then the last one, let's just leave that. Let's leave that open. Okay, so we're done with the flight plan. Now we can bring on our engines and we can taxi. So engine number 2 comes on. So let's go ahead, connect, push back. We are done with pushback. Engines are ready. Now flight controls check. Full left, full right, full up, full down. Right, roll this to the left, Roll this to the right. Fantastic. So the tiller in infinite flight sim doesn't work. Great. So we take off parking brakes. So there is one beautiful thing about the 737 Max in infinite flight sim. So it does the same thing like you would see in aerofly. The moment you take off the parking brakes, it starts moving. I don't know if all the aircraft does that on infinite flight sim, but I know that the 737 Max in real life does that. So it's kind of good to see that it is being replicated on flight sim. That's just how powerful the Max is. But anyways, let's taxi down to holding points now and get a beautiful takeoff. Right. Okay, so we're getting close to our holding point. By the way, I like to point out that the power, the engine is actually at 0, as you can see down here. So this is ground speed of 14 knots without me pushing the throttle any higher or lower. That's as much power as you have on infinite flight sim when it comes to the 737 Max. But this is good. It's actually something you can get in aerofly as well. So yeah, now we're at holding point. What we're going to do is announce our takeoff. How do we do that? Runway 09, departing straight out. Right. So now I turn on strobe lights and landing lights. Right. And then line up on the runway and get out of here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. So I'm going to turn. I'm surprised to how much speed we're not actually losing, but we've lost everything right now. It's actually still on ground speed of 3. Right, so we're lining up really well. This is me doing a whole taxi without turning up the throttle like at all. That's just incredible. Static takeoff. Now the reason I do static takeoff is so that we get a smooth lift off, right? Because again, I use this, so lifting off with that, terrible, trust me, very bad. So I'm going to hold on the brakes, throttle all the way to 100, and I'm going to let go at 101. There we go. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right. And up we go. Rotation. Fantastic. Nice. Gears coming up. Right.
Searching for a piece of me. I've been counting on the heads of time. Out of my body.
Let's turn on autopilot now. Our V speed is too high, so let's bring that down. Let's bring that down to about 3,000. We're light enough to take it. So we're going to go all the way to, let's do 30,000 feet here. Nice. At that, and LNAV. Right. Alright, flaps can start coming up. Let's get more speed. Right here. Nice. Flaps can start coming up. Let's go flaps 2. Alright, so we're up 10,000 feet now. Let's go ahead, turn off landing lights and come down here. Passengers, turn off seat belt sign. Right, now we're fine. We're good to go. Now we're at 30,000 feet, so let's go on and plan our VNAV now. For some reason Alright, so under 10,000 feet now, let's turn on strobe lights. Let's turn on seatbelt sign and turn on landing light as well. So we just got the call out for 2500, so we're gearing down now. But that's fine. Let's turn off the autopilot now. Let's do that. So autopilot goes up. 400 here. 200 here. Ooh, we're too high. We're way too high.
50, 30, 20.
Alright. Now, reverses. Whoa! What was that? All I did was apply reverses to the side and we're getting that terrible turn. Can we actually stop? I don't know. Whoa. Stop. That's weird. We used all the wrong way to stop. That's crazy. That's crazy. This runway is not that short. Wow, what happened? This sim is weird. Like, all I did was apply rudders as we landed, and the whole thing just turned around on me. This flight sim is just crazy when it comes to physics. Like, you can just turn the aircraft. I'm telling you, at a ground speed of about 20 knots, and the aircraft will go. It's crazy. It's really terrible, right? This is, if your best flight sim is Infinite Flight Sim, you're missing a lot from reality. That's just the truth. So yeah, that being said, this is pretty much it about this flight plan. So I'm just going to get somewhere, park, and end the flight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't you ever forget, Jesus loves you and God bless you. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.
Searching for a piece of me. I've been counting on the heads of time. I love my body, I love my mind, with desire for out of place, out of space, floating high.
Feathers been calling, my enemies stalling, my people been balling, my team we been wildin'. Can't at 100, we use basic tools. Strategies moving where we gotta move. There wasn't no option, no time on the clock, and no setting it back, and we gotta get profit. I'm standing on top of the globe.